All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory due unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Chakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone, and peace and salutations to the elect. This title of this lesson is going to be called From Mask Required to Chip Required, because we know that in the city of Dallas County, face masks, as you can see here on this article, are now required in Dallas County businesses and recommended in public places. So whereas before you had masks being recommended in businesses and social distancing to, be kept to the best of our ability, not only do you have the social distancing mandate, which is the 6 feet apart, but now you have face masks to be required, man. Okay. And, me and a brother were going into a convenience store last night. And, we were so used to walking up in the convenience store, it's not even a big deal. We have another one like right up the street from where we live. And we always, just walk up in that one, and they normally don't give us an issue with the mask. But this was a different store, and, the dude up there, the staff member up there, as soon as we walked in and he saw we didn't have masks on, he said, hey, you got to have a mask to come in. And we were like, damn, yeah, we forgot. And so we had to leave. And so as you can see on the screen, it says businesses face a fine of up to $500 per violation if the order is not enforced, because the customers, they don't care. They don't care about, not having a mask a lot of times. Some of them do, you know what I mean? But some of them don't. And so, they put it on the businesses to make sure that they enforce it. Otherwise, they're getting a fine. Okay? And it just made me think, it made me think about, the mark of the beast. We know, according to Revelation, I'm going to go ahead and get it. Okay. Revelation chapter 13 and 16. I wish I could make the font a little bigger. Let me see if I can just kind of make it a little bit larger. See if that makes a difference. Okay, it's a little better. Revelation 13 and 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. It says, and that no man might buy or sell, that he, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Okay, which we know that mark in the Greek is charagma, which is an incision, an insertion, an implant to be inserted into the hand or the forehead, or basically the brain. You have that Elon Musk project that inserts chips, into your brain and does all these miracles, right? That's also the mark of the beast, man. Okay, that's an RFID chip. They can put whatever they want in there, and essentially, when you take on that chip, you are taking on the image of the beast. You are participating in the way of the New World Order and worshiping that. Okay, and so it just made me think about how Esau's policies, which if you go to Daniel chapter 8, it talks about the policies of the self-proclaimed white man. Daniel 8 and 25, it says, and through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace he shall destroy many. These businesses are really being affected. I walked into a restaurant yesterday. I'm trying to remember the it wasn't a Thai restaurant, but it was a Burmese restaurant, I think it was. And I had a good conversation with the owner up there, and it was the middle of the day, and no one was up there, man. There was no customers. They had the lights on. It looked like they were closed. The kitchen lights were off. There's no music playing, and essentially through this social distancing mandate, a lot of small businesses are suffering severely. He didn't even know if his business was going to be able to make it, talking about bills that are unnecessary. Like, man, I wish I didn't have to pay this and that. I don't even use these things. And, that's the story of a lot of other business owners, man, during these times. And in the meanwhile, the rich are getting richer, the multi-billion-dollar companies, out there are eating, man. There's mass amounts of wealth that are being sucked from what you would originally call the middle class, which is really the lower class, is being sucked out and given to the rich, man. Okay, and so many are being destroyed by this, essentially this peaceful time of social distancing and making sure that you washing your hands and getting your hand sanitizer in and wearing a mask. People are going crazy, man. Esau is losing it. The nigger woman is losing it. These other nations are already through. And it says, and he shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand, meaning that the self-proclaimed white man is going to stand up against our Lord Yahweh Shai when he returns to come and save us out of this place. And it says that he shall be broken without hand. So the self-proclaimed white man is going to utterly be dismantled, man. He's going to be his governmental system is going to be broken down. His military system is going to be broken down. Financial system is already at the end. You have these these renowned reporters of the alternative media, basically they're basically saying that, hey, look, it's over. America is done. And they're getting depressed, man. They are even seeing it, man. They're looking and they're like, yo, this place is falling, man. This is the lowest point that America's been since it's been the superpower of the earth, and prior to that climax, if you will, let's say after World War II, for a couple of decades they were chilling, in the grand scheme of things, before the civil rights movement came in. They were chilling. They were at that pinnacle, but even prior to that, even before the revolution, and America's independence in 1776, a declaration where it was, where it declared it was independent, at least. There was a build up even up until that time, man. Until America became, the superpower, the top nation in the earth. Let's say in the early 1900s. During and after, I'll say after World War I, especially after World War II. From the time period between World War II, after World War II, but even during World War II, and until, like I said, about the late 60s, Esau was big chilling, man. And he's still chilling now, but even the average Edomite was winning, and so now, these individuals are looking back at their grandfathers and seeing the lives that they lived and the things freedoms that they had, and they're looking now. You got to walk around with a damn face mask, It's degrading to these Edomites, man, and they're losing it. So it says Dallas County commissioners voted Friday morning to require businesses to ensure customers wear a face covering while inside, or face a fine of up to $500. And this was, by the way, on NBC DFW. So it says Part A of the order, the part requiring masks be worn inside businesses goes into effect at 11:59 p.m. on Friday, June 19th, and will remain in place through 11:59 p.m. August 4th. So the whole month of July, which we have yet to enter into, okay, about what, 5 or 6 weeks in, that's gonna be the norm. you know that's gonna be the norm, man. And let me see here. Okay, we got the health and safety policy requires all employees and visitors to any business wear a face covering while in an area where 6 feet of separation is not feasible. So all of the customers and all the employees of any business should wear a mask, man. Okay. It says the order may also include the implementation of, I don't know what I did there. Implementation of other mitigating measures designed to control or reduce the spread of COVID-19, such as temperature checks or health screenings, which all of these, the various, cattle-like operations that are being normalized here in America, man, are to get you to the mindset of accepting that mark, man. Accepting the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip. Okay. Getting used to changes, to quick changes in your environment for safety measures. Because what do they say about the chip? First they say, the chip isn't used to track you, but now people can know where you are. You can never get kidnapped. You choose what information you put on there, but you can put whatever you want on there, your phone password and your card information and this and that, your health information now. It's a form of convenience. It's convenient, And so people are going to want, they're going to aim for convenience. Especially now that they've been put in a position of inconvenience, they're going to be looking for that. They're going to be looking for that convenience, man, for that release. Okay, there's a couple of other tweets and stuff like that. So you got, it says a copy of the order must be posted in the business, and failure to implement the requirements within 5 days of the effective date may result in a business being fined $500 per violation. So that's why everywhere you go in Dallas, and every business in the front door says mask required. Okay, and these business owners are forced to put these things up there, man. Otherwise, they're gonna get fined, man. Okay, that's really the main deal. Let me see here. Because they say that face coverings are used to slow down the spread of the virus. Oh, and then because you've had a spike. I believe this is the reason why this happened is, if you read here, it says Dallas County has averaged 342 new COVID-19 cases per day over the past week, which this article was written, I believe it was last week, according to county health. Well, hold on, last week. Yeah, I believe it was last week or early this week. But it says it's averaged 342 new COVID-19 cases per day, according to the county health department statistics. So, things are not getting nicer for America, and we're not even in the flu season. They talked about the second wave, and then when they asked Donald Trump, hey, Mr. President, are you going to close the businesses down again like how you did last time? And he said no. you know. So this is this is gonna be interesting, man. I just wanted to bring this article out, um, and again, just the thoughts of the transition from the mask being required to the chip, the mark of the beast, being required, man. You know. So Lord willing, this is edifying. With that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Shai, Bashem Chakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the elect. Shalom.